Now here in the machine, I'm going to change the date and hour. So we click here, right click in the hour and date. So in the taskbar, and we click in adjust hour and date. Now here I'm gonna click here, and I'm going to select that is already selected on my country, the hour that I want to set, that is in this case the hour of Madrid, and I want the hour to change automatically when the summer starts. So the hour when it changes, that it changes automatically. So I will click enough, and we activate it. Now I'm gonna change the IP address. So we push Windows plus R, and we put here control. We put intro. We get here in internet and networks. We go to server resources and central networks, and here at the left we get into adapter configuration. I have put a name in, which is one. This is the internal that we are going to change, and this is that. If we don't know, we just need to go to CMD and use an IP config. So if we don't have this name, it will show us the IP, and we know that this connects to the internet, and this one use the APIPA process. So the second one, in this case called internal, is the internal. So we click right click, properties, IPv4 properties, and I'm going to click on use the next IP address. I'm going to put 192.178 and 1.9, and the mask, the automatic mask, and we click on accept, and we click on close. We could check the new IP by using again ipconfig, and here it is, this and this. Now we're going to make that the updates of Windows Server download automatically. So we put here update and configuration of Windows Update. After this, we go down and we click on advanced options. And here we're going to allow the second options, that is downloading automatically the updates, even if the connections are within a maximum of data we could have to pay if we overcome that number. And the updates right now will be updated automatically. Now we're going to install the Active Directory domain services. So we click here in administrator of the server, and here we click in administrate. We are going to add characteristics or roles. Now here we click next and next, because we are going to select characteristics on roles. And here's the name of my server, the NAT server and the internal IP. So we click on next. Now here what I'm going to click is called Active Directory Domain Services, and we have to install a DNS server so it can run the domain services. We click on add characteristic and we click on next. After this, we are not going to choose anything from this and we click on next. Here it's recommending us to have 2 controllers for a domain, so if one shuts down or gets destroyed, the other can do the work the first one was doing. And the second one is saying to us that we need to have a DNS server in the network. We click on next and we click on next. I don't mind if it's restart, so I'm gonna click here in this box and I'm going to select yes. And after I have installed this, it's going to restart the system. Now it has been installed correctly in Fernando's server and it's going to restart the system. Now here in the Windows server, here in the flag, it's showing us that we have a notification that we have to promote this server to a domain controller. So we are going to click here. So we promote this server to a controller of the domain. There is no another controller of the domain because there is no another existing domain. There's not of an existing forest, so the only option we have is add a new forest, and I'm going to name it Fernando.com. And we click on next. And here it's saying us that what functional level we want. The last release was in Windows Server 2016 because there were not big changes to 2019, so we're going to left it in the last functional level. This is already selected, we can deselect, and we're going to put a password for the restoration of the services of the Active Directory. So if something is going bad or we want to disable the server and put another controller, we need a password. And we click on next. Now it's saying that he can create a delegation for this server DNS because he doesn't find another DNS Active Directory server, so we are going to ignore this and we click on next. Here's the name of the domains that is going to take the BIOS, the net BIOS, and we click on next. Now here is going to say to us where do I want to locate the files of the Active Directory. I'm going to put it by default and we click on next. Now here is saying the selection we have made. And we click on next. And now it's saying that all the requisite, all the comprobations before this were well done, and I'm going to click on install. After I have installed, the server will be restarted. We'll see what has changed in the server. Now it is restarting the server. We click on close, and the server will get restarted automatically. Now once we have started the server, it will show us this user that is called Fernando slash administrator. We put the password, and we get into our server. Now the server administrators all switch on. We can see that here we have ADDN DS Active Directory Domain Service, and here in tools we have example users and systems of Active Directory. This is a very useful characteristic in the domain services. And here in fernando.com we can click on domain controllers, and we can see that the only controller right now is this server, that is servidor Fernando.